and defend the run, good luck, obviously. So
Indy ran for 260 yards, the highest single game total in the NFL this season. They scored the first 2 touchdowns in the second half. It was a 42-10 game, which they ostensibly put to bed. Damian Woody on SportsCenter with SVP.
First of all, the Indianapolis Colts has one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League. And then you got a 230-pound back with track speed behind him. We saw a couple times tonight where literally he took it to the house from long distances. So this guy is one of the most explosive running backs in the National Football League.
Talking about Jonathan Taylor, who's now top tier in the NFL. Packers, meantime, getting wide receiver Devontae Adams back from the reserve COVID-19 list. He tested positive October 25th, missed last Sunday's win over the Cardinals. Sunday's game against the Chiefs will be quarterbacked by Jordan Love, making his first NFL start for Green Bay. Why is that? Because Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19, is unvaccinated, and will miss that KC game. Did Rodgers mislead everyone about his vaccination status? He said in August that he'd already been immunized. Did the Packers look the other way? Since training camp, Rodgers has not been publicly observed to be following any protocols for unvaccinated players. He was also dressed up as John Wick, attending a Halloween party, which was attended by teammates. In addition, he's not been wearing a mask during indoor press conferences with reporters at Lambeau Field, where the Packers practice and play games. Jeff Darlington, Bart Scott, Rob Domowski, who covers the Packers on ESPN. A fault centered on the player, team, and perhaps the league.
They went back and forth for a month in August with appeals, and ultimately the league, the union, and a joint infectious disease expert deemed him unvaccinated. He would not get an exemption. So everyone has known this. The team has known this. They've tried to get him to wear masks in press conferences or do it on Zoom. He has not. The league fully knows that he's been doing this, so why they haven't tried to put a stop to it. And I think Kirk Cousins in Minneapolis might be doing the same thing. I think he's doing his press conferences in person, and he is unvaccinated. He has been public about it. So who the onus is on is probably a little bit on everybody. But if you're the team, I mean, you can't hold a guy down, strap a mask to his face before you send him into the media auditorium. I'm not sure what else you do.
The fact that Green Bay would allow him to continuously walk in front of the media, knowing that he's not supposed to even be allowed to speak to the media, he has to speak to him via Zoom, is beyond me. That means to tell me that they were afraid to hold Aaron Rodgers accountable, and they should be held accountable because they allowed him to write the rules and to do whatever he wanted to. And in doing that, not only did they put former players, workers, but also the media at risk.
There are rules in place, and if you break rules, there are repercussions that the NFL will put down on you. So, like I said, the Halloween party, I was talking to one team last night that was like, hey, that's the stuff that the NFL is going to look at. There's surveillance footage in every single team facility in all of the common areas. I was talking to a team that actually had the NFL say, hey, we need all of your footage from all these common areas from this date to this date because we want to look into COVID violations. And the teams have to basically say, here you go, here's the footage. Otherwise, they're not being cooperative. It's a really weird scenario, but it's one that now is going to face the Green Bay Packers. I mean, there's teams that have 3 in their cafeteria. They have tables in the corner for the unvaccinated players. Like, you're basically ostracized. Do we really think at this point that Aaron Rodgers was sitting over in the corner? Nobody puts baby in the corner. And I just don't think that's, I mean, so when the NFL starts to look into this, what are they going to find?
Yeah. How about looking in the mirror, NFL, which is currently reviewing the situation? Unvaccinated players who test positive must isolate at least 10 days. Vaccinated players can return following a positive test as soon as they produce 2 negative tests within 24 hours. So Rodgers would have at least had a chance to play Sunday if he were vaccinated. Jason Wild of ESPN Milwaukee with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max on how this impacts the relationship between team and quarterback.
Everything is coming together here. He's talking about how he and Brian Gutekunst, the GM, have been great conversations. Everything's, seashells and balloons. And then this happens, and then you add in the level of deception intentionally that he's guilty of here. And then you start to think, well, Brian Gutekunst was frustrated with him this offseason. Now the team can be in trouble, right? They could be facing fines for not following all the protocols. He's put this team in position where they could lose to Mahomes and the Chiefs on Sunday. They could not have him back for Seattle. They could lose that game. And now suddenly you're going from, if the season ended today, you're the number 1 overall seed, you get the only bye in the conference. So you could also have created a much more difficult playoff road. So I don't know what the far-reaching implications are going to be, but this doesn't help.
Yeah, Wild appearing on ESPN Radio via the Goodyear hotline. According to Demovsky, Rodgers pursued an alternative treatment, then petitioned the NFL to recognize him as vaccinated. The league refused, citing the clear language from the NFL-NFLPA agreement. ESPN NFL insider Dan Graziano joining Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max to discuss at 6:45 Eastern this morning. And ESPN football analyst Harry Douglas follows at 7:30. More NFL. Quarterback Dak Prescott will start for the Cowboys against the Broncos. He did not play last week because of that right calf strain. Cooper Rush helped the Cowboys to a 20-16 win over the Vikings. Texans QB Tyrod Taylor ready to return and start Sunday against the Dolphins. He hasn't played since the second quarter of week 2 against the Browns, nursing that left hamstring. This is SportsCenter all night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. I am Jim Basquil. The NBA has asked a law firm to investigate the Phoenix Suns. The decision follows an ESPN report by Baxter Holmes detailing allegations that owner Robert Sarver has a history of racist, misogynistic, and hostile incidents during his 17-year tenure in charge of the franchise. Holmes talked to 70 current and former employees of the team, including some who detailed inappropriate behavior by Sarver. Baxter Holmes had the story. He joined Spain and Fitz.
I spoke to current staffers today who described a groundswell of support for that inside the organization, that there are several staffers, many, who are more than willing to talk, but that there are concerns about retaliation, potential retaliation, I should say, from Suns leadership, and so wanting to be sure that they can be promised, confidentiality and protected. But I'm very eager to see what the NBA finds.
Yeah, the allegations range from racially insensitive and lewd language to conduct some employees felt was inappropriate. Brian Windhorst and Woj on the impact, the duo on SportsCenter.
In talking to owners today, team presidents, agents of players, current and former in Phoenix, and players themselves, the league is mortified today over the reporting in Baxter Holmes' story, and hopeful that they'll see an investigation by the league that mirrors what they've seen previously with Adam Silver and his tenure, especially around issues surrounding race. You saw it with the investigations with Donald Sterling and the Clippers, Bruce Levinson in the Atlanta Hawks, and that the league now, with the opportunity to go talk to more people, corroborate perhaps what's in the reporting, and then add to it through their own findings, that there's hope around the league that an even fuller story will be told.
Obviously, after that statement, they knew that this day was going to be coming. They didn't know when it was going to be coming. And so the players, had discussions amongst themselves in small groups and in meetings to try to decide how they were going to react to it. And amongst themselves, they talked about their bubble experience that they had in Orlando during the pandemic. They said at that time there was all of these outside pressures, all of this discomfort. We focused. We went 8-0.
Yeah, the NBA has asked a law firm to investigate, saying the allegations were extremely serious. Start your day with Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max every weekday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Eastern. And they discussed this story with Woj joining the show at 7:15 Eastern this morning. And former Suns guard Quentin Richardson will get a unique perspective from him at 9:10 Eastern. Be part of the SportsCenter All Night Nation on the Dr. Pepper call-in line. Call us at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Pepper. College football is back, and so are the fans. Return to glory with Fansville by Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. Coming up, the night's top plays, and we also have baseball on deck as a future Hall of Fame backstop named Buster walks away. That's next. You're listening to SportsCenter All Night on ESPN Radio.
Coming up Friday, we look ahead to Week 9 in the NFL and tell you if Jordan Love can actually keep the Packers' winning streak alive. Plus, the Browns have a huge divisional matchup, likely without Odell Beckham Jr. Friday morning on ESPN Radio.
More SportsCenter All Night. Next. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Teams like the Giants the record is that way because they're a bad football team. When you go and look at this situation and self-evaluate and self-check at the end of the season, clearly Jason Garrett hasn't figured it out how to make Daniel Jones as successful as he can be. It's almost like that they just taking plays and just plugging them in and hoping that they work.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 8 a.m. on 98.7 ESPN.
Great news from Bosch for homeowners. Are you looking for a new boiler that can also make high volumes of endless hot water for your kitchen and bath? The new Bosch Singular Boiler is your singular solution for efficient hydronic home heating and domestic hot water. Bosch Singular offers excellent performance at a cost-effective price and has a limited warranty for peace of mind. Singular is eligible for federal energy rebate programs. Go to www.boschheatingandcooling.com to find a contractor near you and learn more about the new Bosch Singular Combi Boiler.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies, and rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, for a man age 45 non-tobacco user, it's $1 million of coverage at $75 per month, level rate for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110 per month, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rate guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for a new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote at 1-866-929-1950. That's 1-866-929-1950. You're probably paying more than you should. Call Term Busters at 1-866-929-1950. That's 1-866-929-1950. Remember, 1-866-929-1950. Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes for preferred non-tobacco underwriting. Exam required to qualify.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month, or no interest, no payments for 18 months. That's right. Get the bathroom of your dreams now and pay for it in 2021. Call 1-800-779-4178 for a free no-obligation price quote. That's 1-800-779-4178. When you want quality bathroom products at a great price, it's got to be BCI Bath & Shower. That's 1-800-779-4178.
Don't miss the #1 rated afternoon drive show in New York. It's the Michael K. Show. And it's every weekday at 2:55 on 98.7 ESPN.